Evening, everyone. Hi, I am Minister Rhonda Jackson. I'm coming to you here live from eChurch at Mountaintop Faith and Ministries. I am the director of Family Life Ministries, as well as hopefully now your partner in financial success. I have been trying to share some financial principles with you each and every Monday night, right here live at 6 p.m. I'm hopeful that it has been a great time for you as it has been for me. I'm excited. I am grateful that my bishop, the one and only uh, Pastor Clinton House, has allowed us to share with you in this manner, in this way. He has provided this platform, and I thank him for this opportunity to be with you all. I am going to come tonight with another quick, brief financial empowerment session. Hopefully, you joined me last week, but if you did not, mm, good thing about it is it's all recorded right here on whatever platform you're watching me on. You could always go back, watch last Monday's live session with me. It was another financial principle lesson, and I hope that you will go back and join me each and every week that I'm here so that you can hope build a financial legacy for you and your family. That is the goal here. I would like to get right into my lesson tonight. Last week, if you wasn't here, I think I shared some financial principles or financial rules that you should live by. And I'm going to kind of continue in that vein because we are in what we call March Gladness. I am glad to be here. I'm glad to be able to share with you some wealth principles, some financial principles, especially in the times that we are in. I mean, you're looking around and literally, groceries are high, gas is high, everything has just shot up, right? So we need to be able to do more with less. And when I say less, it's not that we're making less, but with inflation, we feel like we have less money to do those things that we love. So I am going to help you tonight figure out a way that you can navigate these seasons in your life. One of my financial principles I would like to help you live by is that we are in March, and March is commonly known for spring. We just had our clock set and we had to spring forward in the time. So, did you do that on yesterday? Yeah, we lost an hour. Always do it in the spring. So, tonight we're going to help you spring forward in your finances. And the first thing we want to do when we are in spring, one of the things that I use as a financial principle is that I spring clean my finances, my credit report. This is the time of the year where I go in and I pull that credit report. I want to make sure that I am credit worthy in case I need to use some of that and be able to do the things that I need to do, such as use credit cards or have a credit card, go on vacation, even go on a trip that was unplanned. Having your credit worthiness set up and knowing where you are financially will help you better understand your availability for credit. So we're going to spring clean our credit report. Now, how do we do that, Sister Rhonda? Well, first, we're going to pull our credit report. There is a service called freeannualcreditreport.com. Freeannualcreditreport.com. You are able to go once a year and pull all three from all of the major bureaus: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, all three of your credit reports so you can see what they're saying about you. You will be able to look at that credit score. That is something you're entitled to once a year for free. I use this month, my month of spring, to spring clean my credit report. So I invite you to keep that financial principle as well. Hopefully, you have looked at your credit recently, but if not, if you've done like a lot, we've been in a pandemic and we got out of our rituals or our habits of doing things in a systematic way. One of the things that I am gracious for is knowing that God is very sovereign, right? He's able to do whatever, whenever, however He likes. But my God uses systems. He is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. He has things that He will not change, and He does not change. It changes not. So some things you should have that is systematic, automatic. We talked about that last week. Automation is our friend. Automation also helps your credit to stay what you would want it to be, and it keeps you less work on spring cleaning when you know your payments are going automatic to your creditors. So once you pull your credit report, hopefully again you got that uh, website, but in case you missed it, I will say it one more time. That's freeannualcreditreport.com. You can go on there and pull your credit report from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, Equifax. All three you can pull right there for free once a year. I invite you to do that. When you pull that credit report, I want you to write down all your scores. Some people only pull one score. Some people like to look at all three. I invite you to look at all three. I encourage you, in fact, because we want to make sure that they all are closely aligned. There's times when one will have you at a 671, another one have you at 704, and another one may have you at 699. Well, the goal is to get all of you up to 800. So credit report, the highest you can have is 850, and I just believe in excellence. So we want to get you into the 800 club. I believe in the 800 club, so I want to help you become a 800 member, and we do that by confronting your credit. That's right. Once we pull it, we have to confront what is there. Now, I can tell you, most of us haven't looked. And one of the biggest things that we see, when we see things, we focus on the negativity, right? So, although we need to make sure that our credit is accurate, negativity could be on there for many reasons, right? They failed to report your payment. They failed to accurately record the balance owed or your address. They may have you confused, especially if you are a male. You may have others with your same name and gender, but you could be the suffix could be different. Could be junior and not senior. It could be the third, but we want to make sure that what they're reporting actually belongs to you. You have old addresses, things that we want to confront those things and clean up as much as possible. We are spring cleaning our credit. You will be amazed of what spring cleaning your credit will do for you. You know what else it does for me? It also helps me to put in place what my next steps will be, because I can look right then and decide, who do I still owe? How long will it take me to pay them off if I keep this course? So I'm able to chart a new course and set my new credit score. So if we're at 750, 725, and you want to be a member of the 800 club, this is time to do that. You can set that credit score, write it down. I charge you to write it right on this credit report when you pull it on today. Right, my goal for 2022 is to be an 800 member. I want to be an 800 member, and that way we can confront those things that keep you from being part of the 800 club. I want you to take some redemption action. Redemption action means, how do we fix it, Sister Rhonda? How do I go about removing, changing, deleting things that are inaccurate or does not clearly, accurately reflect who I am today? See, there's things on my credit that was the old me. I'm the new me. I am new. I'm a new creature in Christ. So my old habits have been passed away. I may not have cared how I paid my creditors before, but now I understand that I owe them. And the only thing I want to owe is love and kindness to anyone. So I want to hurry up and pay what I owe to them so that can be behind me. So we want to chart a course of how do we get out of debt? How do we clear this creditor? How do I redeem who I am with this agency? Maybe I didn't pay them on time. Maybe it had to go into collections. How do I get that removed? How do I clear my name? All of those things are what we do when we spring clean our credit. All right. I want us to also, as we spring clean, we want to build some positivity and motivation. I want you to make sure when you're cleaning, you're also increasing your payments to your current creditors, right? We want to establish a good payment history. We want to automate those payments. We want to pay down so that we have a smaller utilization amount. If you have a credit card that has $2,500 available limit, we want to be as close to 5% utilization or as close to having that credit card paid off in full as we can be. So each and every month, you will be surprised what those twos and fews add to it. I'm just a firm believer. Just like I get paid bi-weekly, I pay on my credit cards bi-weekly. So I would suggest that even if you had to break your payments in half, make sure you're setting yourself on a system that helps you address all of your credit woes, all of your credit problems, and all of your credit goals. We have some credit goals. I want to be debt free in 2023. Yes, debt free in 2023. That is what we can make as a goal. I currently am debt free. I love it. I would invite all of you to be debt free as I am. It gives me a sense of accomplishment because I know that it was not me, it was the God in me. God who allowed me and gave me the strategy to do it. So if He would give me a strategy in being debt free, I know He'll give you that same thing. And you know how I became debt free? Because I lived on a budget. I know, I know. There goes that B word, budget. It is not that big of a deal. We all know that we have a budget, right? I know how much money I bring in, whether I write it down, whether I say it to anyone, that would be considered a budget. You can't spend more than you have. So why not itemize yourself a goal? I want to make sure that my budget includes all the things that I enjoy to do in life. If that's getting my hair done, if that's going on exotic trips, if that's getting massages every weekend, whatever those fun things to do are for you, I want your budget to include that. But we have to make sure we're addressing our creditors as well. So, actually, writing down your budget clearly helps you define how and when you'll get to the goal. Okay? So hopefully you will take that on. And then I want us to get a counsel. I call my accountability partners my credit counselors. They help me to decide if or when I should do certain things. Those big ticket items, those that debt that I've been carrying and dragging around and not wanting to address, my accountability or my credit counsel helps me address those things. Do you have a credit counsel? I'll be your credit counsel. Send me a line, send me an email. I'll make sure I give you all that information right here. You can join us, you can email us here at eChurch at mfmnv.org or legacy at mfmnv.org. We are here to serve you. We are here to help you get out of your financial woes. And we want it to be wow. Wow, I did that. Yes, you did that. All that we're talking about, you're able to do. And I want to help you accomplish that in 2022. I also want to invite you to network, read some motivational books on finances. You know, I can never figure out uh, everything in the financial world by myself. These are things and people that know items more than me. I enjoy listening to their lives and their question and topic time. I go and take classes. I'm inviting you to find your circle of friends that's on the same journey you are financially, and then do what they do. Invite them here so they can hear what you're hearing. And all together, you guys can create a financial council and be strength to one another. How about that? Yes, we need to strengthen one another. Get some self development, pay for self development. You know, it may seem like I'm trying to save money. Why would I pay for anything? Because sometimes when you pay for the lesson sticks. We don't always appreciate what we get for free, but I've learned that every lesson I paid for, oh, I remember those lessons. They were hard earned fought lessons, and so I remember them. I'm also going to ask you that in this time of cleaning up or spring cleaning your credit report, forgive yourself. Yep, forgive yourself for making those choices that you made to be a co-signer on someone's account, for getting that apartment in your name when you knew you wasn't the one actually going to live there. Forgive yourself for buying that car out of haste and not doing the homework you should have, and now it's upside down in payments. Sometimes we just have to ask God to redeem us. God, I'm going to pay for this car, but let this car outlast my payments. Let this car serve me far more and longer than I thought it would, so that it will redeem itself and I will not feel foolish for investing this amount of money and this amount of time in this vehicle. It's a miracle that we can just ask God for what we want. And surprisingly, He gives us pretty much everything we ask for if we believe Him in faith. I want us to celebrate our accomplishments. Now, we may not accomplish everything we want to do in 2022, but my golly, I'm going to try to help you do everything that's on your financial to do list. Everything, if that's paying off credit card debt, if that's getting out of debt, if that's buying your first home, if that's investing in your first stock or bond or mutual fund, or if whatever you want to do, I am here to be your support, your cheerleader, to be part of your team. I want to encourage you that you can dream and dream big. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to financially, and I'm here to help you do that. I also want you to celebrate it all along the way, not just when you get there, but as you make the steps, as you take the steps to accomplish those goals. We're going to celebrate on the journey, knowing that we are better than what we were before. We're better prepared tomorrow than we were today, right? Because I took a step today. So I'm a little closer to my journey or to my destination with every step I take. And then I want you to create new markers in your life. I want you, the Bible records that whenever they did something or was able to overcome, they built an altar. I want us to build altars. I want us to thank God for this where I am today, March 14th of 2022. When I come back and I visit this again, I can say, look what the Lord has done. Look where He has brought me from. Look what He has done for me. And therefore I give you praise. I celebrate you. I am thanking God for all that He's doing. Now, I know, I know we spent a little time on that principle of spring cleaning our credit. I have a couple more things I want to quickly share with you that goes along with that. And hopefully, I'm not trying to take up too much of your time on this Monday evening, but I do want us to take some steps. I want you to write some action items out for yourself. So tonight, action item number one is pull that credit. Okay, you heard me. Yes, I said it again. Go to freeannualcreditreport.com and pull your credit report today. Today. Go pull it. I pulled mine. Go pull yours. I also want you to promise, after you pull it, after you confront your credit scores, right? After you look at it and look at what is on there and knowing that you're going to have to deal with some issues, I want you to also, because I know some of us are going to be part of that 800 club, but even if we are, I want you to control your urges. Control your financial urges. See, I know we are getting out of that icky weather. We're almost out of winter and we're going into spring. And spring brings about a different feel. It's newness. Life starts to come back. We see green. We see the sprouts of this and that here. And it creates urges in us, urges to spend, urges to get up and do things that, because I haven't been able to do anything. I've been locked in the house. I've been locked down. I've been in a pandemic. Well, I want to challenge you. A part of spring is also controlling the urges. Control yourself, control your spending. Make sure you get yourself on a budget and stay on it. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Am I really going to be happy with this purchase? Is this fulfilling one of my goals or one of my wishes? It's okay. You can fulfill wishes, right? But don't take from responsibilities just to fulfill a wish because later you may regret not handling responsibility. So control your urges. Make sure you list all of your responsibilities, write that budget, and keep it with you. And whenever you are faced with a dilemma of spending and you know it feels like an urge or it's just something you're doing on a whim, ask yourself those hard questions. Do I really need it? Is this getting me closer to my financial destiny and my goals? Will it be something I regret doing later? Those are all pretty good questions to ask yourself because in spring, as we leave the winter months and we're coming to spring and we're feeling the warmth, we're getting back outside and we see new growth, we do new things. And I want to make sure our new things align us with our destination and our destiny and it doesn't draw from us or take from us. Okay? Now, there's one last thing I got to ask you to do. Consistency is key. Well, your credit report won't change overnight. It may not go from 623 to 805 in the next 2 months, but I want you to be consistent. I want you to get here with me each and every Monday. I want you to work on your credit each and every time you get finances in your hands. I want you to address your responsibilities. I want you to re look at your goals and align yourself with your goals. Use your money to get you to the place and the point you want to be in life. That's why I asked you, write that score down. If you're not in the 800 club tonight, write that down so that every time you get a little extra money, every time you want to do something, you can remember when I get in the 800 club, that's going to bring down my interest rates. I'll have more opportunity. I will be able to use OPM, others people's money, to do what I like to do, right? And the best part about it is you can save your money and invest while you're using OPM. Good method. So, consistency is key. Now, I know it was a bit of a rush tonight because we're talking about spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is not a rush. It's going to take you some time. You're going to have to really look into those things. You're going to have to ask yourself, is this mine? If it's not, take it off. If it is yours, accept the responsibility and accountability of how do I get this removed? How do I get this paid off? And then build it into the budget. Build it into your budget so that when you come out of spring and hit summer, you'll see progress. When we leave summer and we enter fall, some of that stuff has fallen off for your credit. Some of those things, you know, old things will be passed away and new things will be hold. We'll be looking at your new score and watch by the end of 2022, you'll be able to say, Sister Rhonda, on March 14th, I pulled my credit score. But by the time I left 2022, my credit score had jumped 50, 80, 100 points. Amazing. Well, I'm here to help you figure out how to do that. I'm here to encourage you each and every week on doing something financially empowering for you and your family. This week we're spring cleaning. Last week we talked about some financial rules to live by. So each and every week, join me. Hopefully, I can add to you, add to your life, and help you build a financial legacy for you and your family. Now, I'm glad you are part of eChurch tonight. I'm glad you are here with me. I am excited each and every Monday, believe it or not. I can't wait till 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time gets here so that we can join one another in this journey. I'm going to ask you now to join me next week. Send me an email. Talk to me in the chat. Let me know that you pulled your credit report. I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be checking it out to see if you pulled your credit report. Pull that credit report. I'm going to have a pop quiz. I'm going to ask you some things later in our months as we're together so we can make sure that we're all making progress. Now, thank you. Thanks to our bishop. Thank you for being a member of eChurch. Thank you for joining us and being empowered as we are journeying to become more financially integral as well as building a legacy for our family. I'll be back with you again next week. Make sure you join me. I'm looking forward to helping you spring clean your credit. All right, see ya